Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Previously, like 11,000 gazillion things happened. My god, what a bombshell. Just bombshell after bombshell. Unrelenting. Now, I don't want to stay here on the title screen for like 10 minutes, so I'll keep it brief. Previously, the most important things are that Sissel returned to us as a ghost, and a controllable character at that. We worked in tandem with Sissel to prevent a murder. Well, I guess an accidental murder, really. And then we learned this whole backstory about how a meteor crashed down into Temsic Park, and I think that might be the origin of the ghost trickery. And the meteor in the ground was emanating the same stink lines as Sissel's corpse was in the junkyard at the start of the game, and then apparently we learned that Sissel's name isn't Sissel, it's someone else, and the guy who we think is Sissel was the criminal who escaped from the prison and held Lynn hostage, and then Inspector Cabanella called and made an extremely threatening statement saying that he demands the execution of Detective Jowd or else they'll kill the hostage, and I think Cabanella was in the junkyard superintendent's room, which is like weird, so I think we're going there, and oh my god. It's a lot. It's a lot. I think it's safe to say we're in the climax, especially since dawn is approaching. Ooh. This game is going to be firing on all cylinders from here to the end. I can feel it. So, let's continue. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. Boy, we have 3 hours left to go at worst, 4 at best. Yikes. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! God damn it. Oh, what are you doing? Was that big yellow thing hanging off that bookshelf always there, by the way? And the kettle's on the ground. Oh man, we're gonna speak to Cabanella as a ghost. Oh my god. You know, we really did just take Ray's word for it that the coroners took away the body. Quote-unquote Sissel's body. I can't take it anymore. I think I need to just say this. My capital T theory, I think it's 100% complete. I think it's 100% true. Everything lines up. I mean, it was half confirmed in the last video, so I'll just be blunt here. I think Ray, the spirit of Ray in that lamp, is the true owner of this body, and Sissel, the character we've been playing, is just one of the lives of the black cat that was in the container Lynn was carrying. At this point, yeah, I think everything lines up. The meteorite crash-landed in that park. A fragment got lodged in quote-unquote Sissel's back. I guess we'll call him Ray for now. It got lodged in Ray's back, killing him, but also granting him ghost trick powers. Powerful powers. Ones that let him possess bodies. And now, I guess this whole time Ray has been manipulating his own corpse Like an object. I see myself. Commander Sith? Really? His name is Sith? Okay. Maybe it's... No, it's probably like Ketchi from Final Fantasy VII. Well, I mean, Ketchi was in Final Fantasy games before that, but I think it's, Oh, God, I can never remember the difference between Scottish, Irish, and Gaelic. It's one of those three. I'll call him she. Why not? Well, no, that just sounds like she, the pronoun, which could get confusing. I'll just call him Sith. I guess everyone who plays this does anyway. There you are, Commander Sith, finally. Wait, he's calling him Sissel. What? Oh, I guess I had it backwards. Wait, did I? I could have sworn... Oh, my memory... Okay, so much stuff happened in the past video. I could have sworn Jowd was saying that... I know you, but your name's not Sissel. Did I have it backwards? Well, whatever.
Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you.
Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up.
I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain?
We can talk about that when we get together.
This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel.
Wait, they're going to the junkyard? Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn.
Yes. We're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man.
Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir.
Have they now? By all means, let me have a look.
Is that a periscope?
Yes, we're very close.
We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir.
Very well.
Are they in a submarine? I mean, that's so much technology in the walls, isn't it? Oh my god, they're in a submarine. Oh shit! What the hell? Huh. So I never mentioned this as part of my theory, but it was said that Ray had spoke like an old man. Now, I've been around the block. I'm a weeaboo, I guess. Every once in a while in Japanese media, you find characters who are young, but nevertheless speak like an old person. I guess Sissel here counts as one of those, but at the same time, yeah, he should be 10 years older than he looks anyway, because this is his corpse from 10 years ago. Which is remarkably well preserved, I guess? Nice try, Inspector Cabanilla, but you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. Rude. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Yes, let's. Also, what is this? It's a helmet. Huh. What an oddly hard hat. I'd never be able to wear anything like that. Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it here earlier. It made a loud clunk on the floor. It must be pretty solid. Huh. Oh, that lets me get down here? The hoist, I can... Wait a second, the whole lower room is wrecked! Like, completely wrecked. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Alright, what happened here? Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. Ah, no. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Damn, I was really hoping Cabanela could be brought on board. Oh, is Sissel coercing him to say these things? Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. There you go. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Oh yeah, this is absolutely a corpse. Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away those 10 years ago. Yeah, here we go. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Doesn't feel any sensation. Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Look at that. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Uh-oh. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Oh, yeah! He's up and about. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanella. He's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission, now did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Is he talking about Pigeon Man? Was a what? Oh, this is bonkers. So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right. I better be careful. Alright, no, wrong button. Look at him! There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? So, he has no core to touch. My thought is maybe I can knock this helmet down. Maybe I can knock the helmet down as he holds the gun up to shoot and bump his arm, but I'll just give Cabanella like a half a second. He didn't notice that detail. It would be a bad idea to give away that I know. It'd be a bad idea to swivel this lamp. That would give away my presence. I think my best bet is to wait for him to pound his fist on this and knock the kettle down. Then I can go to the lower room. Yeah, I've seen all this. Okay. That's a bit of time to work with. Now we're down here. Look at this place. What happened? Seriously, what happened? What in the world happened here? Think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death line hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? Thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. So he is. Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Alright. Can move this, but... Oh, that's what I needed. I think, yeah. I'll probably have to, possess this other body. Measuring device. This is some kind of device. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory isn't working. Yeah, mine isn't working too well right now either. I do remember seeing somebody use this equipment though. Okay, open the toolbox. I can open this door. I'm not sure why I would want to. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things, but never mind that. Cabanella, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death. In order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanella. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. It's worth a shot. Oh, that was poor phrasing. Sorry, Cabanella. They're both in the basement. Oh, what? What's the body doing here? How many times do I have to tell you, Professor, this place is dangerous? Don't be daft, I can't leave now. I can open up that trapdoor beneath him and make him leave. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. So you figured it all out, huh? You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I control the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time? You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you.
Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then?
I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out!
Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there?
He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? Yeah, this guy really was in on it, wasn't he? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. So I was completely right to judge him not for the content of his character, but by the color of his skin. Interesting. Okay. Everyone with blue is evil. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby.
You saw through their plan, eh?
I noticed right away what the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining the body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead.
Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn.
And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. So, I have an idea right away. I think having Cupid spin around is too simple. I want to say I need to drop the trap door at the last second so that Pigeon Man survives and Sissel believes him to be dead. That could be huge. That would definitely change the present. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would ya? Easy enough for you to say.
Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way.
Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say.
And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye.
Well, what do you propose then, Professor, pray tell?
Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing.
I'm a genius! I'm a genius!
Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh, what's with all these people?
Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay. Oh. I think, yeah, I just gotta wait for the last possible second. I'm going to press the button after Cupid fires his arrow. I kind of wanted to see what happens there, but... Now his back was turned to the professor. Okay, here we go. As you perhaps have already noticed, time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But, you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. It looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Sissel? Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me? Before I'm carried away? Missile? What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile but has strength that'd surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? I can't see the leaf. Missile is in a leaf. No, I don't think I have time. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, what? It's no use, I can't open it? It opens the other way, doesn't it? Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy-set. He sounds so proud of that fact, too. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Damn it. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, huh? Sissel? There he is again. Farewell? Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow. Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Now what? Maybe I should start over? Yeah. Let's look around for a missile. That is my one hope here, I guess. Well, there goes all my plans. I'm curious to see if there's any part where, maybe I want to inhabit this wheel while he spins it upward? If there's any part where Missile is on screen. Oh. Pink rat? Ooh, could I have opened it there? I can change that bowling ball for the tire. Okay, that lowers me, actually. Where's Missile? Okay, Missile is here somewhere. Where is he? There!
Sissel, here I am.
Oh, hey, it's...
Missile!
What are you doing here?
Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there?
No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out?
Of course. Here, let me come join you. Okay, here I am, Sissel.
Now maybe things will flow in a new direction.
Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky.
They changed. A little. Okay, do we even have time to chat? I think I do.
Okay, let's stop that explosion.
No, we can't do that.
Okay, let's take care of that man in red then.
No, we can't do that either.
We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do?
We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Missile.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best.
We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Alright. What the hell do I do? Can go all around to be sure. Guess we can chat a little.
Do you remember how to use my powers?
Yeah. You can swap things that have the same shape, right?
Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape.
What's the difference?
As I was being carried away by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at things from different angles, it looks different.
Son of a... You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. Okay. We have this toy cake, the ball, the lamp, the telephone. We have a ball here. There's a ball and a wheel. Okay. Now this measuring device, I think it has kind of the same shape as that cake. It's a rectangle with spires on the top, but that toolbox looks the same too. Hold on. The hoist, the motor, nothing to do upstairs. Okay, do I have a bit of time? Can you move? No, I need to do something right now. But what? This trap door, can I change it with something nearby? There's like nothing of the same shape. Did I get a last second here? No. Right, so when the stone was falling earlier, when Mino was falling, the game kind of froze and was like, okay, here's your last chance to make something happen with Missile. I was hoping for something like that here. So I have to save you without the other me noticing. And the moment of truth is just as the explosion occurs.
We can do it, Sissel. I know we can.
The key to success here is this little doggy's powers. Guess I better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues. Definitely after Missile arrives, please. Unless I need to do something in this room as Sissel before the ghost picks up the body again? I want to say maybe... How do I get that cake closer? Well, even if I could swap this and the cake, Sissel would notice. That's not good. Okay, back up, do something. Can't interact with a cherub. Come on, do something. I can't interact with that. There's nothing Sissel can do. I need to use Missile. Well, I need to figure out a new name for our protagonist now. We'll call him Good Sissel. Yeah, Good Sissel. He whips us around, but... Oh! I can connect from the measuring device to the toolbox, but that does nothing. Damn it! I thought I could make a swap or something. Missile cannot interact with anything. Only swap and move. But what do I... The ball, the trash can lid. Hello? Hello? Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something.
Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface.
If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. Huh. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can.
Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that.
A bigger commotion, eh? Trash can lid. This lid is... It's the same shape as the trap door. Okay, these old newspapers are shaped the same as this lock. Swap? Okay. Yes, move the trash can lid to the left, please. Yeah, to the left, to the left. Do it. Come on. Rat party, it's a rat jamboree. Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion.
They're making that trash can dance.
Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing now myself.
It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back.
What a dangerous bunch. Okay. Now what? Yes! Before that trash can falls over, move it over here. It's already too late.
Sissel! I've seen this shape somewhere before.
You have?
Ever since I got these powers, I've really been aware of shapes.
The same shape, huh? Where did you see it?
I said I've been aware of shapes, not locations.
Fair enough. Oh, okay. That's too bad.
Now that you mention it, I see it too.
Huh?
This could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for.
The lid of a trash can? But it's too late though, I can't reach. Fine. Once more. This time I'll be lightning fast on the draw. I want to swap and have the trash can lid fall up on that raised platform. Go on. Go on. Now! Swap! Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now I can make the swap, but not yet. We need to wait for the last second. Time till death 0? Fine, this counts. That's gotta be it. Huh. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you! He's alive! I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that, right about now, the real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. No, that'd be Sissel. Look, good Sissel, yeah. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this, a lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl, taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla? A hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Alright, let's get started. Inspector Cabanela is upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first and wait for you. How about that? Okay, lovey-dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Lovey-dove, you are the one good blue. You're one of the good ones. You've got grit, little pigeon. I better get up there before the little pigeon's strength gives out. Sissel is waiting for me. I'd better hurry. I don't want to move this hoist. That's a trap. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, Missile. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would ya? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Yup, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanella without him noticing. Phew, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap R2. Oh. Now the stepladder. I actually want to say Sissel can... Oh. There's like... Okay, Sissel can get up here when the kettle falls down, but... I need to move something between Cabanella and Sissel at the moment the gun gets fired, but what? We have these photos, this microscope, this knit hat is the same shape as the hard hat. What? Okay. I don't think Missile can do anything right now. So let's just wait. Okay, we're up here. Now... Oh dear. I need to swivel the desk lamp around. While Sissel doesn't notice, so timing is everything. Haha! Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around. I'm suddenly feeling very justified for calling our protagonist Good Sissel. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. This is the only time he takes his eyes off of me too. If you have something to do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. Okay. Can I make this fall right now? Let's try it. What was that? He doesn't know. Huh. Okay. Can you kick that over or something? I can't use Ghost Trick while he's doing this. Noted. Okay, the stairs actually, The stepladder is closer. Sissel can get in it. His back is turned. Okay. Sissel, get in here. And Missile, get in the hard hat for a second. Sissel, can you move this? Yes. Okay, now what? Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. Okay. I can examine the microscope, examine the photos, or jiggle the hat. Yeah? Okay. This hat is, The same shape as the book up top? What? Swap? Oh. The hat is in position to swap with this helmet, but do I make the swap at the moment Bad Sissel fires? Okay, how do I get over there? I need to wiggle through. It's... The head of the lamp is in the way. I need to turn it around again. Oh, shit. Can I get through? No, come on. Wiggle through. Slowly. What? The orientation's not the same. Shit! Sissel, what do you do? Jiggle this hat? When? Well, would you look at that, right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm and, most of all, soft. Hey, now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Aha, I thought so. Well, that... It's no use? I probably messed it up, didn't I? I had it perfect. Swap the bullet with. Make something the same shape as the bullet? Okay, we'll try again. From the beginning. I'll get it this time, I swear. I know most of the steps. Our chance is coming up, yeah? The last split second, right? Leave it to me. Well, would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair, between the gun and the inspector's forehead. Now's our chance. I'm hearing the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. I guess the knit hat, but... Hurry now! Swap that hanging bullet with something else. Okay. I don't think he noticed. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats, so warm and most of all, soft. Did I do all right? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too, over and over. God bless Sissel. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research for these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Sissel. There's a certain guy you have to follow, too. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left. And now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. I was wondering when I should say this, but that light blue knit cap, it reminds me of what Phoenix Wright wears in one of the games. The Ace Attorney games, I mean. Wonder if it's a coincidence.
How are you feeling, you old crazy character?
Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what, the guy in red is gone, eh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys came through for us. Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine.
Whew.
Now what? Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I'd better talk to them. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Start talking. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take the little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame.
But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking a statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanela, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Come on. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. That's, boy, we in the business call that an oopsie poopsie fucky wucky. God damn. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country, the Blue Man Group. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. What? So he was known to have powers before the meteorite? Okay. Then maybe the meteor doesn't cause ghost trick powers, it amplified them somehow? Oh. Yeah, maybe that fragment that's in Bad Sissel's body, it's what's amplifying his powers. Maybe it's also what's keeping him around even as the days go by. Huh. Will this end by yanking that stone out of Bad Sissel's corpse? Huh. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. Oh, that poor rocker has been in prison for so long. Aw. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast. And the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Huh. Those 2 inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. Huh, that restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight, on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. It's a submarine. But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Whew. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course! Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. I feel so justified for believing in him all along. Yay! There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all of this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around, give it time. There are more important things to do with our time tonight. Yes, there are. And you, what's your deal? Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. And that's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? But I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I guess he regenerates. That must be why his body is so fresh after all these years. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. Oh man. Okay, getting that fragment out of him is going to be tricky. Suppose a very, very strong magnet could do something. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded, nobody could have stolen that body, but there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It walked out? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove.
Whew. And the corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute. Could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Well, it all makes sense. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? And so the beginning of a beautiful friendship formed. I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. Yikes. Definitely to get revenge on Jowd. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Oh, hey! Inspector Cabanilla! Hey, baby! Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanilla, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, If somebody's in the way, throw 'em in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight, I really thought we finally had him, but my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. Jowd. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Oh, how about that? Huh. A prisoner's uniform and a detective's coat. What a combo. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Yeah, unique art and everything. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. But what is it? Like, it's gotta be more than just a pocket watch, right? What is it? Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They used communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. All right, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. You know, there's a glimmer of hope here. If good Sissel can get his hands on that meteorite, well, he could stick around, right? Maybe. Ooh, new background. 2 new backgrounds. Huh. That's a lot of rewards. Save? Yes. Continue? No. Oh, man. Now, I'm pretty damn sure the next chapter will not be the last. No, sir. But it's probably gonna be 2 or 3 left to go. Didn't I say at some point in this Let's Play that maybe by the end of this game we would have a fight between 2 Ghost Trick users? I think this counts, really. I know there's a lot of interactions and animations I must have not seen in this chapter because I never once let bad Sissel know that good Sissel was here manipulating things. I'm pretty curious to see what that would have been like, but all in all, I'm pretty proud to have mostly nailed this.
Other than some gaffes trying to, Yeah, I just went one step too far messing with that hoodie, no, the knit cap on the wall. I guess it's kind of shaped like a bullet. I guess the rim is like the casing. I'm not too familiar with what a bullet looks like when it's been fired. I know that like the outer shell gets ejected or something. It's like the innermost part, the smaller bit inside the bullet gets fired out, and the other larger shell around it gets ejected. I'm not too sure how guns work in reality. But yeah, I mostly just followed my intuition and my expectations, so... Huh. So, a submarine, really? What was his name? Sith? Yeah, Sith is in a goddamn submarine. He must be some higher up, maybe a justice minister of this foreign country. It's definitely high stakes, like even setting aside all this deeply personal interconnected web. At the end of the day, the stakes we're dealing with here is a foreign country getting its hands on the powers of the supernatural. Ugh. But like, at the end of the day, what could Bad Sissel even want? He's an immortal corpse who can't feel a thing. What exactly could a foreign country offer him? A cushy bed to sleep in that he can't feel? Like, all the riches he could want that he can't spend on anything he needs? I mean, what's the end game? Does he get paid mad bucks to do supernatural crimes and then, what, enjoy watching media on some super surround system? Living in a palace? What? I'm not sure I'm ever going to get an answer to that. Anyway, I'm not sure what became of Missile by the end of that. I think he was just hanging around, but he was staying super silent. Maybe he snuck off to go look for Kamala. But I think it's a safe bet that controlling Missile will be standard going forward. I definitely feel like we'll control him for every single Ghost Trick mission or chapter after this. And that's nice. I do like the gameplay. I'm definitely not expecting a third format for Ghost Trickery to occur. No, it's just gonna be good Sissel and Missile. Now, Cabanela said that he had this whole junkyard surrounded by good men, so maybe they saw something? Maybe the first thing we'll do is go to the junkyard next time. Look for Ray? Yeah, let's be real. Quote-unquote, Ray was Bad Sissel the whole time. It's kind of obvious at this point. But still... why would Bad Sissel send Good Sissel on this mission? Everything Good Sissel has done has gotten in the way of what Bad Sissel wants, so what is the deal with Ray? Well, look, at this point, I'd say about 95% of all mysteries are answered. These last 5% gonna be some real doozies, and I cannot wait to see what they are. What the answers are. Oh man. God, this game better stick the landing. Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. There's been more of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.